Hello, folks. Welcome to Club Passim, the Alston edition over in my little apartment here with my cat. You can see her right down in the corner. You might see her closer to the camera at some point. She likes to be in front of the camera. Well, thank you for tuning in tonight. We have been doing these streaming shows nearly every night since we had to shut down in March, and we are continuing to bring you some great music and some new acts. And tonight we actually have two new acts who have not played shows at the club before, and we're super excited to bring you John Shakespeare and B. Troxel. But before we get there, I want to tell you just a little bit about Club Passim and who we are and some of the other things that we do. We are a nonprofit arts organization, and we have been running as a nonprofit for the last 25 years. In normal times, we operate a music venue in Harvard Square in a nice little basement. But since we've had to shut down in March, we have been bringing you these streaming shows online as often as we can. Nearly every night, we've been bringing you streams of some of your favorite folks, and hopefully some new people that you've been able to discover their music. If you'd like to go to passim.org/stream, you can see all of our upcoming shows for the next couple weeks. And there you can also donate to Passim. So any donations that are made through that yellow donate link at passim.org/stream, those are going to be split between the club so that we can continue to pay our bills while we're closed and be able to reopen once it's safe to reopen. But part of those donations will also go to the artists performing each night because this is a very difficult time for musicians, especially full time musicians who make their living playing shows and touring and recording and making music for you. It's a very difficult time. So please do consider going to passim.org/stream, check out some of our other shows, and while you're there, donate a little bit to our artists for tonight. In addition to these streams that we're bringing you every night, we also have a school of music that we have moved virtually online. We have songwriting courses and ensembles and master classes. We actually have a great master class coming up this weekend with Carrie Newcomer. On Sunday, she is going to be teaching a songwriting course. And then after that, she's going to be having a show of her own. So be sure to check that out if you are a musician yourself or you aspire to be. We've got lots of classes that can help you out and give you a community to work out your own music as well. We've also recently started an open mic series. Most Tuesdays we are hosting an open mic here at Passim, a virtual open mic right here. And you can go to passim.org/open mic and sign up to perform if you would like to show folks what songs you have. Maybe you've been working on something during quarantine. Maybe you've been learning clawhammer banjo during this time. We would love to see it, and you can go sign up for a slot and play us a couple songs of your own. But that's everything that we have been trying to bring you, and we hope that you folks have been enjoying it. If you'd like to find out more, you can go to our site and see everything that's coming up. But tonight we have a co-bill. Both of these folks were actually scheduled to play a show in the club, but when things shut down, we moved it online, and we're really glad that both John and B were able to perform for us online as well. Sometime we hope to get them back in the club physically, but until then, we're going to bring them to you virtually from their own homes. So up in a bit, we're going to have B. Troxel, but up first we have John Shakespeare. Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey Abby, how you doing? Hey everyone.
Doing great. So John, I saw that you haven't done like a show at Passim, but you've played our open mic before. Is that right?
Yeah, actually, in fact, the first time I ever played the guitar in front of anybody except my dad
Oh my God,
was at Club Passim in 2005 at the open mic.
that's
So,
amazing. In 2005.
yeah, so I grew up right down the street in Cambridge, and it's really fun to be back, even virtually.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you back, and now you have such an array of your own songs, and you're going to be playing us a couple new tunes tonight. Is that right?
That's right, yeah, I'm going to start off with a new one and probably play three or four totally new songs. So,
Awesome. Well, I'll get out of the
excited for
way so you
that.
can bring us that new music. Take it away, John Shakespeare.
Right on. I was a child, throwing sticks on the fire in the summer when the night sky spun like a Ferris wheel over the field behind our home. There was a line in a book I loved where the goddess sings to some mourning doves, and it made no sense, but I was thinking of it then. When my friend came to my side with his compass and his knife, and he said, let's go into the darkness, ready or not, into the darkness, ready or not. I was a man, at least I thought I was. This was late last week, there were no morning doves around. Guess the doves were out of town. I had a plan, but that was years ago. I guess you never know when time will show its hand and push you right back in the sand. So grab your suitcase and your doubt, leave what you can't live without, and honey, let's go into the darkness, ready or not, into the darkness, ready or not. All the doctors and the alchemists, the politicians and the priests, and the lonesome singers singing songs about the great mystery, and all the holy men of Israel and the sinners down in Galilee. When the sun sets on the desert towns, they're as lost as you or me. When their gods came to their side in the evenings, fading light, and they said, let's go into the darkness, ready or not, into the darkness, ready or not. So I should probably explain that I don't have a laugh track or anything. I'm actually lucky enough to be playing this show from my partner's family's cabin up in Maine, and they're all sitting around and watching. So it's really fun. It's the first time I've actually played in front of an audience besides Instagram in months. So I'm delighted. They're being very nice and cheering. Whoa, studio audience, the comment says. But yeah, hello to everyone who I know, and hi to everybody that I haven't met before. This is such a delight. Like, I grew up going to Passim and was so looking forward to coming back from Nashville and playing the show in August with B. We were going to do a little tour of the Northeast, and I'm really happy that this is still happening. So I'm so excited for y'all to hear B if you haven't before. She is a real gem, and I know you're gonna love her music. Here we go. This is another new one. It's called Regular Town. Regular town, streets all named for famous killers, presidents and land fillers, children of rich bankers' children. It was a classic song. Lie-dee-die-dee-die-dee-die-die, and so I sang along. Ribbons in our hair, Ray-Bans in our eyes, and singing, oh, ain't it good to be alive? Oh, I really hope we never it was the earliest spring any of us had ever seen. So we drove our car to the lake. Lie-dee-die-dee-die-dee-die-die. It's like an old refrain. None of us believe in change, so I guess we'll stay the same. Dancing in a burning house, waiting on someone to pull us out. Ain't it good to be alive? Oh, I really hope we never die. Well, the house was on fire from the first, from the first. Well, the house was on fire from the first, from the first. Well, the house was on fire from the first, from the first. Well, the house was on fire from the first, from the first. Oh, ain't it good to be a lighty-di-di-di-di-di-di? Oh, I really hope we never die. My friend called from Georgia. She said, I guess I should have warned you, but it's a strange world we're living in if I can't call you out of the blue no more. So I said, sure, it's a long drive anyhow. I asked about her garden, and she said the grass is hard this year, and nothing really grows here, but it's a slice of peace. She asked, are you still singing those sad-ass songs? And I said, yeah, one or two of them at least. She said, you know, I never understood. Your life is not that bad. You got lots of friends who like you more than they probably should. And as for loves, I know you've had a couple I remember, though my memory's getting weaker the longer this goes on. Well, some of those sad-ass songs were for you, Loreen, although it seems a million years ago. You used to dream upon my shoulder about the places we would go, but I'm glad you got your garden. We're all gonna need our gardens now. Loreen laughs along. She says, why don't you write a happy song? Something we can dance to while the ship goes down. Something we can hang above our heads like a halo, so nothing gets suspicious when the judgment comes around. Well, you know, I never understood. I got all these friends who love me more than I deserve. You know, they really mean the world to me, but I cannot get my head out of this helmet I have built to keep everyone from knowing who I am. So I'd like to write a happier song, a pretty lie built to disguise the fundamental fear inside this box that I've learned to call my body. But I'm glad I got my body. We're all gonna need our bodies now. Ooh. mother called from nowhere. She says things are getting slow there. She's walked around the block so many times she can't recall if it's she who does the walking or if the sidewalk's talking to all the seabirds squawking toward the shuttered Capitol. And I'd like to write a happier song to ease her pain and ease my own, until the gardens start to grow and we both find the words to sing along. I'm glad you got your garden. We're all gonna need our gardens now. I'm glad you got your garden. We're all gonna need our gardens now. Thanks so much. I see some friends drifting in on here. Hi Mia, hi B, hi Emily, hi Sophie, Carlina. This is so much fun. Oh, what's up, Greg? This is always like twice as fun as I think it's gonna be, because the idea of just singing into a screen on paper is I don't know. It feels sort of empty or I don't know, just like I'm playing to myself. But then it always turns out that I get to see people's comments, and it almost feels like, it almost feels like being back on a stage. So that's a lot of fun, and I get to play for an actual audience here at the Tavern. So those last three were all new. I'm gonna play an older one and then go back to some new songs. This is called "Swinging for the Fences," and it's from an album that I put out last year, which is on Spotify and Apple Music. So follow me on there if you like what you hear and want to listen to all these songs with the band and all that. So the song's called "Swinging for the Fences." It's about a baseball star. I was never a baseball star. You can probably tell by looking at me. I was a kid then, man, that was back when I had a picture of me and my girlfriend. We were headed west. She was in a sundress. Ooh. I was a firebrand, looking for a good war. I was a whole damn town, but don't know what to live for. I was a baseball star, it didn't get me far. So the money that I had, well, I spent it. And that house up on the hill, well, I rented. 'Cause I'm swinging, yes, I'm swinging for the fences once again, oh, once again. I like to feel the clean crack of a ball against a wood bat. Watch it soar through the air, what a sight to look at. And out into the stands, the fans will understand that the money that I had, well, I spent it. And that house up on the hill, well, I rented. 'Cause I'm swinging, yes, I'm swinging for the fences once again, oh, once again. Oh, 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 oh. So I'm gonna play my newest song, a song that I just released. Or I suppose it's not my newest song because I've already played you several songs that I have not released. But this song, which is called Rations, I put out about 2 weeks ago, and it's on Spotify and Apple Music and all of that, and Bandcamp. So if you like it, you can find it on there. I wrote this really early on in the pandemic, and was sort of just processing, I think, everything that I was thinking about at that time, and thinking about the various things that I was holding on to and that were kind of maintaining a sense of normalcy or hope in that time. And so, like every single songwriter on the planet, I have a couple quarantine songs. This is one of them. And it's called Rations, and I'm just going to play it in tune. With a metric ton of honey and 100 bags of tea, with the orchids by the window leaning always toward the sea, with your father's record player and the records that it plays, and the changes in the weather make a record of our days. With the elemental confidence of someone who's never seen any real kind of pain before I sing. Ooh, with the ambulances ringing through the early days of spring, and the cherry trees exploding like they haven't heard a thing, with the memory of the morning when we drove out to the lake, you and me and all your cousins too. It was green and blue and green and blue. With the elemental confidence we learned in a Hollywood dream, and a creeping sense of emptiness we sing. Ooh. With our friends and with our lovers, with the neighbors down the street, with the people that we used to know and the ones we've yet to meet, with the birds up on the rooftops and the last remaining bees, and the animals we've chased so long who are finally running free. With the elemental confidence of every breathing thing, and a hope that will not sputter as we sing. Ooh. Thanks y'all for listening. Hi to everybody who just joined. This is so much fun. So happy to be playing Club Passim. Please do donate to them if you have the means. They're a nonprofit and have been keeping folk music alive in the Boston area, let's be real, for the last, 50 years? And so I know there's so many worthy causes today, but this is one that I think is truly deserving, and really just happy to be playing here. Can't wait for you guys to hear B soon as well. We're going to have a little conversation before she plays. I'm going to play just a couple more tunes. I want to dedicate this next one to my partner Eleanor and her family, who are having me here in their cabin and providing this wonderful place to play a little show with whales and everything. So the song's called Need Someone. You need someone who will wait with you in line when all the empty time rushes by. You need someone who'll say, honey, it is fine. Say, honey, it is fine. And drive you home. That's not how that goes. You need a fool. I need one too. So if it's cool, I'll see what I can do. I need someone who will call me on my shit. Say this ain't the worst of it, but please shut up. I need someone who will take me by the wrist, who will pour a little more into my cup. I need a fool. You need one too. So if it's cool, I'll see what I can do. I need someone who will love me when I'm wrong, who will tell me I am strong when I am shaken. I need someone with my back against the ropes when the last of my good hope seems to be breaking. I need someone when there's nothing else to do and the sky has not been blue in a week. I need someone when it's raining all night long and the spirit in my song has sprung a leak. I need a fool. You need one too. So if it's cool, I'll see what I can do. includes the part of the set where all the songs have a chorus that's just ooh. I'm going to cover a song by the late, great John Prine, whose songwriting I loved so much, and always was able to put a bit of humor into, to find humor in darkness and kind of cling to the moment in front of him. Although this song is not very funny at all. It's called Summer's End. It's from John Prine's last album. This is also the last tuning break of the set. Summer's end around the bend, just flying. The swimming suits are on the line, just drying. I'll meet you there per our conversation. I hope I didn't ruin your whole vacation. Well, you never know how far from home you're feeling until you watch the shadows cross the ceiling. Well, I don't know, but I can see it snowing. In your car, the windows are wide open. Come on home, come on home. No, you don't have to be alone. Just come on home. Valentines break hearts and minds at random. That old Easter egg ain't got a leg to stand on. I can see that you can't win for trying, and New Year's Eve is bound to leave you crying. Come on home, come on home. No, you don't have to be alone. Just come on home. The moon and stars hang out in bars just talking, and I still love that picture of us walking, just like that old house we thought was haunted. Summer's end came faster than we wanted. Come on home, come on home. No, you don't have to be alone. Come on home, come on home. No, you don't have to be alone. Just come on home. All right, I just have one more song for y'all, and then I'm going to hand it over to B. Troxel. Thanks to everyone who's listened here in Maine and kind of around the world. This has been so fun. It's great to see y'all commenting and feel like we're still in community, you know, across distance. Thanks to Passim and Abby. This last song is called No Wires, and it's on my first EP, which is also on the various streaming platforms. I'm so excited for you to hear B. She's going to pop on here in a second. We're going to chat a little bit, and then she's going to play some of her beautiful songs. So thank you all so much. This is No Wires. shaking the winter top, bunk in a hostel. I feel like a lover, took Dylan for gospel. Get on the northbound, I get on the bus. I get up in the evening, drink dinner, sip dust. Everyone's saying the river dam bust. Scrawled on the bathroom stall, revel in rust. I forget names while I'm still shaking hands. Let's go down to the ocean in back of a van. If anyone's wondering, I am your man. Tell 'em that, babe, if you can. 'Cause I put all my faith in the captains of fate to just do what they want. I keep living here. I put all my faith in some shimmering fate, but tomorrow will dawn like today, with no wires, no towers, and no crew. No wires, no towers. Well, lately I'm feeling like keys without locks, yes, and lately I'm feeling too free. It's been a week since I've looked at a clock, and I'm swinging through Philippity with no wires, no towers, and no crew. With no wires, no towers, and no you. Well, here we go, Judy, the sun's in the west. Stay for a while, stay and we'll rest. Stay for a while, my time-honored guest. Well, here we go, Judy, the skyline is yours. The place that you come from is littered with stores. The place that you come from is heavy and bold. Well, here we go, Judy, the kids are alright. They're spinning the records you keep out of sight. They're spinning the records that kept you up at night as a girl. Here we go, Judy, the sun's in the west. Stay for a while, stay and we'll rest. Stay for a while, my time-honored guest. Lately I'm feeling like keys without locks. Lately I'm feeling too free. It's been a week since I've looked at a clock, and I'm feeling like Philippity with no wires, no towers, and no crew. No wires, no towers, and no Please donate to Passim.
Yay. Oh my God, John, that was lovely. Lovely, lovely music. I think that is the most relaxed I have felt all week. Just
Um,
so
um,
nice, so nice. For you folks who aren't familiar with John already, you can go check out his music at johnshakespeare.com without the E on the end, just Shakespeare. And if you'd like to donate specifically for this show tonight, you can go to passim.org/stream. All the donations going there are going to be split between Passim and John and B. And up next, we're going to have B. Troxel, who is another artist who has not played an actual show at Passim, but I believe is friends and former neighbors of John. So just for a little interlude here, I'm going to back out and let John and B um, chat about old times.
Hey there, B.
Hey, John, that was so good.
Thanks. I can hear the cicadas in the background of your Nashville house.
Oh, is it loud?
No, it's great. It's
Okay.
perfect. It's literally like if you were to like Google, perfect backdrop for a folk set, you would find the cicadas playing in the background of your stream right now.
Perfect.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm feeling great. That was a lot of fun. Can't wait to hear you play.
Well, I was so glad to hear you play. Shall we go into it?
Yeah, B and I have prepared some very very natural and totally unforced questions for each other.
Exactly.
B, I who
We're
starts?
both really forward, can you tell? Go ahead.
So I was curious, like in recent times and during the pandemic, like what artist has been a balm to you, or like musicians that you've just been listening to so much and loving?
I think Laura Marling has been the biggest bomb. She put out her new album at the end of April. And that album I just keep going back to. And then the other one that took me by surprise was Sarah Jarosz.
Ooh.
She released a new album. That's so good. It's like the kind of album where you listen to it and every song feels like an old song the first time you listen to it.
I'll have to listen to that. I've been loving Laura Marling's album too. And yeah, it's an incredible record. And like I've also been Waxahachie has a new album out, and I feel like it's so rare. Like, as you can probably judge if you've listened to my set, I listen to a lot of sort of sad boy music, and it's just been really nice to find. Is there sound
Now
happening?
there's sound.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah, no, I also love Laura Marling's record, and I've been listening to Waxahachie a lot recently because her record is so full of joy, and I feel like that's been such a nice thing right now, like to have a record that is sort of unrelentingly joyful. I don't know.
Yeah. I had never really gotten into her music until this most recent album, and I've loved it as well.
So good.
I love that. Any other artists, or were those your two?
Also, Brittany Howard's new record. She's the lead singer of Alabama Shakes,
Oh, yeah.
and she put out an album in 2019 that is just amazing, like production, songwriting wise.
Okay.
Also full of like rhythm and joy, as a contrast to most of the stuff I've been listening to.
Yeah.
So that's been great. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I've been listening to Phil Collins' I Can Feel It in the Air Tonight.
That drum fill.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing! Okay, my other question for you is, what have you learned about your relationship with music during the pandemic, since it's shifted, you aren't getting to play shows as much? And
So that's such a good question. I feel like I've learned how much I need it, and like how important it is on a day-to-day basis in my life. And I think like have gone through phases of feeling as though music is less important, like particularly given like the political backdrop of the moment. And I think I keep coming back to it as just because I need it. I just keep coming back to it. So there's that emotional piece, and then as a musician, I think this has been a time when I've learned that I can self-produce. So I've been going into the studio like all alone, and just sort of staying there. My friend Dan has been kind enough to let me use his studio in Cambridge, and I've just been popping in there, for full days and just like walking around like a crazy person, trying every instrument in the place. And I'd never done that before. And Rations, which I just put out, is like a product of that process, and some collaborations with Nashville people. But like, it's been super amazing to realize that I can produce on my own, I guess. So that's been amazing. I wanted to ask you, since we're doing a live stream, like how, if you feel like, what are some of the things about doing live stream that like you didn't expect or that have been similar or different to playing real shows?
Yeah, that's a good question. This is actually the first live stream I've done. I was thinking about it. I've done 2 pre-recorded shows where I like recorded the set and then they played it. And so we'll see how this one goes. But the last 2 I was really surprised at how connective they felt and how kind of, ooh, it's trash day. Can you hear people rolling out the trash outside?
Just barely.
It's like a
fine.
rumble. We'll pretend it's thunder. So, yeah, I've been really struck by how connective they felt. And I think it's because the thing about shows that's so life-giving is the connective aspect. And it's like I get feedback in real time with the live shows, whereas you play a show on stage and you're like, it's really hard to read people and also play. There's like a certain level of confidence I feel like that takes. And so it's nice every couple of minutes to like look at the comments and be like, oh, people are connecting with this song. Oh, they're connecting with this, So I think that's been really nice. But I definitely get that like special, there's like that intangible, unexplainable kind of like secret sauce in a good show that has happened with online shows. So it's been really nice.
Absolutely. I've been feeling the same way. So the last thing I want to ask you before we dive into your music is, you're almost done with your new album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, are you like finishing it up right now?
Yeah. I recorded another song today. Yeah. It's almost done. We kind of recorded 2 more songs in the last 2 weeks. And then today we finished this one song and we're like, these 2 songs sound like they're from a different record. So now I have like an EP's worth and then like 2 songs. So we'll see. We're still doing, so I might have just totally changed course today, but I feel really good. I feel like I'm finally getting into that point where I can go into a song and just try and create it to be the song that I enjoy rather than what I think it should be.
Yeah.
Based on other people's perceptions, and that's been really nice.
Well, I for one am super, super excited. I cannot wait.
Thank you. Wait, was that your final question?
That was my final question.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have my final, it's more of like a brief game. So I have 4 letters that are an acronym, and you have to tell me what these letters stand for and then tell me about what they stand for.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. BRKN.
Yes.
Okay. B is for Birkenstocks. R is for really. I'm not sure what to do with this K. I said Birkenstocks because the phrase itself looks like kind of looks like an abbreviation for Birkenstocks. I'm gonna restart. Be really. What is an adjective that begins with K?
Kinetic.
Be really kinetic now. So I'm gonna like start moving a lot as I repeat that phrase. What does this acronym mean to you?
It sounds like maybe it's your new catchphrase.
Be really kinetic now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that on my Facebook page and all over my marketing materials. Yeah.
Yeah. John Shakespeare. Be really kinetic.
Be really kinetic now. So the opposite of my vibe.
Yeah.
Well,
John, it
I'm
was
so
so
excited.
lovely to listen to you. Thank you for sharing your music.
I'm so glad we got to do this. And yeah, I can't wait to hear you.
Yeah.
Be Troxel, everybody.
Hey, everybody. I'm going to take the headphones off. Ah, John Shakespeare. So lovely. When I lay too much, looking for another thing to trust, even though I know that you are still here. Haven't had much practice yet, figured it so I would not forget that I made you, and if you made me, what I fear is loss and hurt. What I fear is never seeing her. That's how I treat you, how I see what has lain here. Oh, spring is over. Oh, spring is over, and I am undone. I am undone. Love that I have too much, love that I do not have enough. Call out my neighbors and friends, live so you can pretend. Oh, spring is over, and I am undone. Look how I wear myself, look at the sun. Look how I see you, look how I bear it. Forgiveness that I've told back. Who are you to tell me that I lack some sort of melody or song that you know? Am I safe here in my body? There's not much to turn to besides me. I said for you to go home. I don't feel safe when you're here. Each time I feel my own body support all the breaths that I take, I think of those who sit with me and give up their hands from my own. I choose to believe in my better. I choose to believe in you too. get you out of my head. All my wandering and all my daydreams bring me back to you again. And when I walk with the part of me that seeks to cut you down, oh, I have warred with the part of me that seeks you on the ground. Watch me now, walk around my words like someone who don't know what they're saying. Watch me now, human as they come, try to love you better and better. I wish for green, green, green when you cut beneath the skin. I wish for green, green after I let you in. Love, do you have use for me? Love, do you have use for me? Love, do you have use for me? I'm so soft, the water drove me dry, robbed me loose among the walls of the canyon. I'm so soft, touch me and I'd fall, fall among the talc and the powder. But the valley is so green. But the valley is so green. Thanks, everyone. It's weird not to have a chorus of applause like John has. I would just have one clapping hand from my roommate back there, but it would sound really silly. John, thank you for your songs and for the new songs that are very applicable to right now, which is just really nice to hear. Yeah, it's really lovely to be playing a show with Passim. I have always wanted to play there in person, but it's second best to play online. And I'll play a couple of newer songs for you. This is an old song. Oh, thanks, Sam. This is an old song that I've never played live. And it's called Wanna Go Back, and it's about falling out of love. Yeah. It's gonna give us 8 chimes of the bell. I think it'll go with the song. just like when it first was at the start. I wanna be still again, making room for a new love, honey, making room for a new love of life. I'm learning to trust again, all the things I don't know, honey, all the ways I've tried to make it work. I see it go around, toting all of our new love, honey, spreading all our new love to the group. Falling in love, what does it mean to be ready on the outside? Falling in love, what does it mean to be ready on the outside? I wanna go back to arcs and all the curves and soft turns, honey, living straight, it never was my dream. I wanna go back again, writing notes on a postcard, honey, writing like we'd never see again. Oh, and falling in love, what does it mean to be ready on the outside? Thank you. Now I'm going to play a song about wanting and how important it is to want things, and that the act of wanting can sometimes be better than actually getting the thing you want. And about finally being able to get in touch with my desire, which took so many years to do. Wow, I feel like I talk way goofier when it's just me. And I teach middle school, and it's all online right now, so I just feel like I'm projecting middle school teacher vibes onto you, and I just really apologize if you are feeling like a middle schooler right now. But really, we're always middle schoolers. I think I've been holding on when you gave me a hint that you might not be back. Wrapped all your words up in edges as you walk into the bathroom with your phone in your hand. And I want you, I want you, I want you so bad. Found you in the bathroom in a dream that I had. Woke up too early with the sheets in my hand. Left you out late, creased on my palms. Left you out late and I left you too long. And I want you, I want you, I want you so bad. And I want you, I want you. Usually leave at the sign of some dust with a trail of a suitcase Thanks, everyone. It's so funny to have the quiet. My brother, when I play for him, has been playing this Spotify song that's called Two People Clapping. It's just two people clapping, and it's really awkward. I'm going to tune really quickly. Actually, never mind. I think it's too hard. And I think we're good. I'm going to play a song. This is, thanks, John. Excuse me. This song is one of the few songs that I've written during the pandemic. And I, 2 months ago, started watching Riverdale when I felt a little ill one day, and then got really obsessed with it and couldn't stop watching it because it makes no sense. The characters are insane, and it really makes you feel sane right now in the world because their world is so wild. Like, plot twists, no emotional consequences. So I'm gonna play my song about Riverdale. Is Josie out there singing a perfect tune? Never seems to practice and always seems to croon. How do these teenagers get away with such a lazy habits day by day? Is Archie out there kissing Miss Grundy? Hardly a notice when she leaves. Conveniently murdered and Archie seems fine. How to get away with crossing all these lines. And it's all in the day at Riverdale. Yes, it's all in the day at Riverdale. Oh. Jughead Jones is the best of them all. Cares for Betty and he fights for the small. Do we see the consequence of him getting killed in every season that's been filmed? And it's all in a day at Riverdale. I think I downloaded Hinge because of Riverdale. So much love, so much sex, and no consequence. So much sex, so much love, and no consequence. Dark Betty, where'd you go? Dark Betty, where'd you go? I know she's out there in her wig, and when she gets back it won't make sense. I think I downloaded Hinge because of Riverdale. Yes, it's all in a day at Riverdale. So much love, so much sex, and no consequence. So much love, so much sex, and no consequence. So much love, so much sex, and no consequence. Thank you. We're getting some hecklers in the crowd. Nancy's asking, are you even living without plot twists? And it's a good point, Nancy. But the amount of plot twists in Riverdale are incomparable to the amount of plot twists that happen in our everyday lives, even with coronavirus, is what I would say to that comment. Okay, enough silliness. Okay, this song is called Let Them Know. It's kind of an older song that I wrote. This, I feel like everyone says this, the 2016 election happened and I wrote blank. But this was my thing, which is just interesting to have written it 4 years ago now and be back here again. Yeah. Don't let them know that I am here. He may not see me by the door. I don't see him anymore. I don't see too much these days. Don't let him know that you are here. He may not see you by the door when you left to see your grandfather fading at the edge. You came back through the door. I'm doing better since you're gone, and I'm older, and you found yourself in the light again. Finding all my rage was just a shell for my desire. If you find what makes you mad, turn it on its head. Let it go forever. Let itself run ragged. Let itself be tired. Let itself be tired. I'm not tired anymore. If you find the shell to be a home, where your grandmother sent you, where you speak the way you're told, find the shell and make it whole. Turn it over, let it go. Find your anger and defy it. I'll deny it every day. I'll deny it every day. Shook your skin, it's what he wants. A vision of the woman he should be given. Walk around like someone stepping on toes. You'll find yourself tired. You'll find yourself so tired. On days when I am growing old, on days my spirit's growing bold. Oh, don't tell too many what I need to see. Don't tell too many what I need to be, when what I need to see are those who need to scream to be alive. Thanks. Got 2 more songs for you. This one's called Joyful. And good. I'm glad John corrected himself. He was being sarcastic on the chat, but he just looked like a little troll. Thank you, John. Thanks everyone that's here. This is so lovely. Okay, I'm gonna play a song called Joyful, which I feel like there's talking about understanding the world and then understanding the world, and it's like Joyful is about decision making and how there's never really a given path. There's never like a right path, and really you kind of anything can make sense in any given context. And I'll describe that song, and then the next day I'm like, will have to relearn it. I feel like I'm constantly relearning this song, which is kind of nice. So this is Joyful. They say the love starts where it ends, with no reason, with no plan. They say the joy is in the making, when you know there's no looking back. I was young and green when we first met, and I was trying to show that I could get along this way. They say a reason's not a sign, and the light in the room is just a light. They say a sign is not a reason, that coincidence is merely noticed fact. Sometimes I grapple with the signs of when to leave and when to try. I stare so hard the water's speaking, and the bark on the branch washes away. This city's far older than I, and I act like I know more than it. This city could leave me in the dust, without dust where are clouds and sky. Joyful, joyful do I call to thee. Joyful, joyful do I call to thee. Joy, only joy do I leave thee. I always start as I am ending, when the road seems so short to travel on. As dust settles lightly on the window, as oranges gently ripen in the bowl. Joyful, joyful do I call to thee. Joyful, joyful do I call to thee. Joyful, joyful do I call to thee. Joy, only with joy do I leave thee. Thanks, everybody. I've got one more song for you. And I did just want to say the John that I was making fun of a little bit is the John that recorded all the songs that are on this album and did an incredible job. And that song are all available everywhere, on all streaming services or on this website. Okay, I have one more song for you. It's called Getting Where You Really Want to Go. So I've been teaching my middle schoolers. Oh, it's so nice to see all these people who are here. I'm teaching middle schoolers, and the question that I asked them last week was, what is your favorite age that you've been? And one of my students said, my favorite age was 13 because I felt the world was more possible at 13, which I started crying because it was so beautiful, but I feel like that's also the sentiment of this song, is like moving towards a place where the world becomes a little more possible, a little bigger. Thank you, John, for playing this show with me and for your songs and your just kind spirit. Thank you for Passim and Abby for doing the sound. It makes all of this easy and clear and easy to hear, which is really incredible. Yeah. Okay. This is my last song. I may seem young, perhaps. Oh no, I need water. Sorry. I may seem young, perhaps naive. What with all my wandering, when all the old women with gray in their hair tell me mistakes are the only fair to get where you really wanna go. I can't say that I often see the world with much clarity, unless I'm looking at the grass, the window panes, the alley cats. I'm a getting where I really wanna go. Yes, I'm a getting where I really wanna go. Some days I find it hard to be sane. Thank God for my friends who look at me. Thank God for my friends who look at me. Oh, please allow some space for me in my idiosyncrasy. Now I can watch a sixth grade girl don her cat ears, spinning through. She's a getting where she really wants to go. Yes, she's a getting where she really wants to go. And I may not tell you to your face, but man, I'm trying to take up space. And I used to never say if I would rather read than sleep or cry, but now I know just what I want. I'm here to see you, here to need you, here to see you. Yes, I'm a getting where I really wanna go. Yes, I'm a getting where I really wanna go. Yes, I'm a getting where I really wanna go. Yes, I'm a getting where outside the door. Okay. Thank you, Club Passim. Thank you, Abby. Make sure you donate to support both the venue and John and I. Okay.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so glad that you had your own little audience clapping as well. Oh,
I
I love that.
do.
Love that. Thank you so much, B, for playing. That was
Thank
a
you.
lovely set. So good.
Thank
And
you.
and we are planning on having you and John back in the club as soon as we can.
We would love it.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a great job managing the online thing. I know it can't be easy playing to a computer.
Yeah. Yeah. You get into it, but it takes a lot longer.
Mhm. Well, if you folks would like to check out some of Bee's music that she's already got out, you can go to btroxel.com. And also keep an eye out there for the new music that's going to be coming out because she's been working on new stuff. She hasn't been slacking during quarantine. No, she's been working and tracking and making things happen. So thank you so much for playing B. Thank you again to John Shakespeare who kicked us off tonight. And audience, if you enjoyed what you saw tonight, please go to passim.org/stream. You can donate to support both Club Passim so that we can continue to keep running as a venue and to support both of our artists tonight, both Ruby and John. So thank you everyone for tuning in tonight and see you next time.